YouTube in a couple of days, maybe about a week or so, give or take a day. I don't even know. Thanksgiving is gonna be here. I don't celebrate. I will be doing my diet starting Thanksgiving Day. So right now I'm kind of doing like a cheat week or whatever, where I'm not pigging out, but I'm getting my grub on. Like Ice Cube said in the "Today Is a Good Day" song. Got my grub on, but I do want to talk to people that's into lifting and bodybuilding type style workouts. All right. So my weight loss stuff is coming back. It's here, but it's coming back strong when I start dieting. All right. All my weight loss videos are still there. How I lost 100 and some pounds. All those videos are still up, right? But I do want to talk to the younger lifters. Before I say the younger lifters, I'm gonna tell you my age and what I consider as a younger lifter. All right. When I mean lifter, I mean bodybuilding and powerlifting style people, right? Whether they compete or not. So I'm 42. I'll be 43 in August. And when I say somebody who's younger, I mean somebody in a mid to late 30s and below, right? Why am I speaking to them? Because people my age and older, they might have watched YouTube fitness, but most of them ain't watching me. They was watching things around 2015, give or take, all right? Where I say the golden era of YouTube fitness. So that ship has came and gone, and a lot of information has been lost, all right? These guys nowadays, they do math-based fit. No, they do. That's mine. They do science-based fitness, all right? Science-based lifting, all right? And they are missing out on so much. So every time I turn on the internet, whether it's, especially TikTok, every time I turn on the internet, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them, right? Especially mainly TikTok. A lot of guys are misconstruing what it takes to really get to their goals. A lot of guys don't work hard enough. And the guys they are following, and I'm not dissing, I'm just going to use dude as an example. I'm just going to say his name. Alex Eubank. Used to claim to be Natty. Questionable. But now he's definitely not Natty. He switched over, right? So, and he admitted it, right? But he says he's doing like a small dose is the test. I don't believe that is as small as he say. But why am I using him as an example? Because he got weaker, right? I'm natural. My deadlift, his deadlift is 455 max. My deadlift is about 100 pounds heavier than that. His bench press max is 315. I've been doing 305 and less lately, but them have not been maxes. So I would say around the same, right? His squat and my squat both suck. Right now, mid 300s. I'm on my way back to my fours and beyond. I've been there before, all right? Use it or lose it. I lost it, had to bring it back, just like I did with my other lifts, all right? So I'm saying this. A lot of guys follow these type of people, and they hear, and I'm not just saying him, I'm just saying these types. They watch the videos, they think that going to the gym is talking about your goals. Oh, I want to get, they always talk about how much they weigh and how much they want to weigh and body fat percentage this and body fat percentage that, or lift this or that and the third. Dog, listen, please. Every time I turn on the internet, I'm seeing somebody saying these things, right? But the problem is, what's the problem with that? The problem is they're saying it. You ever heard somebody say, back in the days, we used to have a saying, talk about it or be about it. Now, don't be about it too much too quick because you will get injured. But if you're not working hard enough, you're not going to get the results. People watch these type of videos and they go in the gym and they be in the gym for 2 hours and work out for 15 minutes and talk the rest. Makes no sense. You're not getting anywhere. Now, other lifters, there's other guys who lift. I see guys lifting it, and some of them talk too, but then they got a ratio. Now, that's what I mean. You don't have to not talk at all. You can have a conversation, But you got to have a ratio. If your conversations are longer than your workouts, then you're not working out. You're not pushing yourself hard enough. If I was to get on TRT or gear, and I'm 42, if I could do what I'm doing at 42, these guys are in their 20s and stuff like that. And I started late. I seen this guy at the gym salute. This other guy at the gym, he said, man, if you would have started earlier. I wish I did. I told him, yeah, we agreed on this. What I told him, he was like, shoot. I was like, I don't put limits on myself. I don't even look at it like I'm past my peak. I look at it like as there's no peak. You know what I'm saying? And also joked and said, just like a woman who looks at, okay, they hit that brick wall and they're past their peak. They can't get the high value man they want. You know, if they just act like the wall ain't there and they try to do their thing anyways, they might not get that high value red, especially in the red pill. They might not get that dude because that dude know what to look for. They can get somewhere in the mediocre. They can get a, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. All right, middle class. They get a middle class dude, right? And I'm middle class. They can't get me though. I ain't gonna say I'm red pill, but I got some red pill actions. All right, but this is what I'm saying. Protect yourself. All right, you don't want to be like a Cash Singh. All right, you don't want to be like. Besides the basketball, you don't want to be like Steph Curry's situation. You don't want to be like a Will Smith situation. You don't want to even be like man or woman. You don't want to be like a Cardi B Offset situation. So both sides, you gotta know how to pick. All right. So that's off topic. Don't be raised by the internet. Analyze everything you hear. Don't believe everything you see. There's fake weights. There's all kind of stuff. Don't believe half of what you hear, none of what you heard, half of what you see, even if it's said by me. Analyze it, step back, take a look at the bigger picture, and also come up with a game plan, whether you use a bunch of my stuff or not, and make sure it's not something that's going to get you injured. Make sure it's not something that got you rushing your weight loss. I had another conversation with a dude today at the gym. Well, it's yesterday now, because this is early in the morning Thursday, right? Wednesday was a crazy day. I had Wednesday and Thursday off. Had to get a tire fixed. Had to do all kinds of stuff. So today's Thursday. I should be in the clear. Got small little things to do. Grocery shopping, something like that. Play with the kids. Oh, my son's starting basketball. I gotta do that. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, come up with a game plan. Make sure it's something that, okay, rushing your weight loss. Don't rush your weight loss, especially if you got a lot of weight to lose, right? And me personally, I ain't got that much to lose. 10, maybe 15 pounds at the most. And I doubt that. Somewhere in the middle, 12 and a half pounds, that's what I gotta lose, right? I can lose that as fast as I want. I ain't gotta worry about losing muscle. I ain't gotta worry about losing strength. And yes, I'm natural. I was talking to this other guy. He said he's cutting. And I'm telling them because I've been around the block before. I've been lifting for a decade. So at the end of the day, I done cut a few times. I know what it's like. I know the ins and outs. I know the ups and downs. I know the feeling of being super shredded. You know what I'm saying? And he was asking me how much he got to lose. He was thinking he knew how much I lose. I'm saying a lot of times, if you have never seen your abs before, the amount of weight, and I don't mean to discourage nobody, the amount of weight that you're going to have to lose is probably double what you think. Because I was highly disappointed the first time I got cut. But I was determined to see my abs no matter how low I had to go. I was like 275 at my heaviest. I think when I did my first actual cut, I was like 230. How did you go from 275 to 230 without actually cutting? Just being active. Life sculpted me from 275 to 230. Doing construction. Just doing a whole bunch, because it's calories in versus calories out. A lot of times, even if you're not counting your calories, if your lifestyle changed to where your diet ultimately is forced to change, even if it ain't on purpose, you know, I was not busy at all. I was eating whatever I want and not barely moving. So calories was coming in even more and coming out way less. So I started doing construction, and I had time. My time was consumed. I wasn't eating as much calories. I wasn't even counting them, but I knew I wasn't because I wasn't eating. I know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain that. I know I wasn't eating as much food. I was eating less food, even though I wasn't counting, but I was moving way more, doing hours of strenuous work. That was sculpting me from 275 to 230. And when I got to 230, I was at 230 for a long time. Wasn't trying to lose weight, was maintaining 230 for a long time, right? Until I started working out. Then I started figuring out that if I want to see my abs, I'm going to have to get rid of the flaps, right? So I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, you know how you look in the mirror, most of the time you're going to flex and you're going to try to look at your best way and try to, I was like, nah, none of that. I'm going to just let it hang, see what it look like. And I was like, nah, this ain't it. I got to lose some weight. So I started cutting and I started guessing how much I needed to lose. Then I got down to that weight that I thought that I needed to lose to get to the abs. Looked in the mirror the same way. The abs wasn't there. I was a little bit more flat stomach, a little less body fat, you know what I'm saying? Still wasn't abby. So I still had to go. And I had to go and I had to go. I ended up being about 180, about the weight I am now. And I wasn't shredded or cut, but I was lean enough. I thought I was because, I mean, my standards now, I want to get shredded. Like right now, I'm relatively lean, even though I'm on a bulk. I'm cutting now, well, not now, but when I do start cutting, I'm going to be cutting because I want to get shredded. There's a difference between being not fat, then lean, then ripped, then shredded. You know what I'm saying? Just like not fat. They have a little bit of fluff, then chunky, then fat, then obese, then, you know, there's levels. You know what I'm saying? So people always look at it as all the way over here or all the way over there. There's levels in between, all right? So that's why a person who's not fat will cut. So when I go on my cut, I don't have much to lose. I was 165 shredded last year. I think I was a little bit less than that, but I walked around most of the time in the summer at 165, give or take. I gained probably a few pounds of muscle. Hopefully I gained 5 pounds of muscle, so I'm hoping I'm going to be 170. But if I had to get down to 168, 167, even if I had to get back down to 165, if I decided I want to get shredded, no matter how low I got to go, I'm going to reach that goal. That's the mindset you got to have if you want to get shredded, bro. It ain't for everybody, all right? I'm not saying it's for you. I'm not saying that's what you should do. Oh, I ain't doing that. That ain't what I want to do. I want to stay at A lot of guys want to be 200 pounds. A lot of guys think they're going to be naturally shredded at 200 pounds. You're not. A lot of guys put themselves in unnatural categories as a natural. I recommend staying natural. Because at the end of the day, you're going to look a lot better when you get leaner, natural, in my opinion, than on roids. Whether or not, okay, let's say somebody like Bruce Lee compared to somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Which physique you thought was the best is up to you. I'm going to tell you mine. I thought Bruce Lee way better than Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't really like the bodybuilder look. Why are you trying to build muscle? Because at the end of the day, I'm never going to be 200. No matter how hard I train, no matter how much protein and calories I eat, I'm never going to be 200 and something pounds shredded. And neither do I want to be. That's one of the main reasons why I'm natural in the first place. I'm never going to get too big. Neither do you have to. To actually look good, to me, looking ridiculous is not the goal for me. You know, if you're trying to attract women, most women don't even like that. They like this. When I get shredded, go look at my physique update. I'm shredded. I got the bodybuilder style look, but in a smaller package. Not small as in don't have no muscle, I'm small. See, that's looking at things of all the way over here and all the way over there. Levels. I'm way bigger than somebody who doesn't train. Even people who weigh more than me. You only weigh 165? I weigh 265, but if it's fat, I don't want to offend you, bro. Oh my gosh, my dude, come on, man. It's crazy though. Science-based lifting needs to stop, and I'm glad it's stopping. I'm glad a lot of wool is coming off those sheep's eyes, clothing, wolves, and all that. That ain't make no sense, but you know what I'm talking about. It don't matter if it makes sense if you know what I'm talking about. I ain't gotta word it the way it should be worded. You know what I'm talking about. This is another thing a lot of people do, especially in the younger community. Stop purposely misunderstanding something that you're trying to learn. If it's something you're trying to do, stop purposely misunderstanding something because of the person that's saying it, or a person might have messed up some words or something, or you might agree with 90% of the video, you disagree with one part, you throw it all away. Top 10 misconceptions about weight loss. If you've been trying to lose weight and you haven't, no matter, put your pride aside, put your ego aside. If you want results, if you care about results more than you care about being right when you know you're wrong, if you're trying to lose weight and you haven't, that means you have misconceptions, and you need to find out what they are so you can fix them. Watch the video. New Year's playlist. Stop waiting into New Year's. One of the younger guys I talked to earlier, he said he's starting his diet already. So I guess I didn't ask him. I don't know why I didn't think of it. But is he using his Thanksgiving as a cheat day, or is he gonna eat or what? But if you are, you can do that as a cheat day. You can still be on a diet during the holidays. Stop waiting to New Year's. New Year's playlist, top 10 misconceptions about weight loss. Watch them. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Holla back at you. Do it.